What is going on, everybody? In this video I'm going to be showing you a couple ways that you can save money on your chickens this winter. I know it's already September and you guys are just like, oh, I want to save money on my chickens this winter, especially if you're up here in a much colder climate where we get like sometimes like 2 feet of snow sometimes over here. Not last winter, the most amount of snow we got here last winter was like 6 inches. But what if you actually need to save money on your chickens? Well, you've clicked on the right video. You're gonna get what you want. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It tells YouTube I'm doing something right and to push this content out to more people. Anyways, let's go. All right, so tip number 1, table scraps. Be sure to make sure you do a little bit of homework before you feed your chickens literally anything. First of all, if you're gonna feed them chicken, go right ahead. As long as it's cooked properly and you know which type of chicken can even be fed to chickens. If you're feeding them like, you know, that one thing that you found on your table, you know, it's a little bit expired, make sure there's no mold on it. Just no mold for the chickens. You don't want mold and they'll hate you, and also they might not survive. So make sure you don't give them the mold. You want to give them the typical good stuff. So, you know, like if you have like some peppers that like, they're not moldy, they're like maybe wrinkling up a little bit, but like you don't really want to eat them or anything. Or you have some vegetables in the fridge that are running a little bit out of date, but like there's not mold on them or anything, or you just like, I'm not going to use these anytime in the near future, and if I need to use these, I'll just go to the store and buy more. That's an easy way you can actually save a couple dollars. It won't help a lot, like it'll definitely make an impact on how much money you spend on chicken feed, but keep in mind, sometimes in a month you might need to get 2 or 3 things of like 50 pounds if you're like in a really cold environment. But if you're in the south, you shouldn't really have to spend that much because they're gonna have greens year round. Alright, so this next tip, especially for those of you that don't have chickens quite yet, but like, you know, you might get some more chickens this winter, when like in the dead of the winter, you know, January, February, you might get chickens then. Be sure to get some breeds that don't require so much food. You could definitely do your research, or I don't know if you can get them specifically bred for that very reason, but I did my little bit of homework before I made this video, and I concluded that yes, there are some breeds of chickens that are specifically bred that'll eat less food. It'll definitely help make a bit of a dent. Like it might reduce the feed cost by a couple dollars a month. But those couple dollars will definitely add up over time to a little bit more. And yeah, you don't want to be feeding them luxury food. That's another little bit of a 2-in-1 tip. Don't feed them luxury food in the winter. You want to feed them what they need. And also make sure you also get some other cheap treats from the store. So like, you know, they'll eat just about everything. Don't make sure they also have a nice supply of like grain and stuff like that, their pellets, but make sure that they also have some treats mixed in with that. If you give them some treats every day, they'll keep coming out. Make sure you don't give them more than 3 times a day though. That's the maximum, and that's why I'd recommend capping out 3 treats a day. That's the cap. Don't go anywhere above that. You want to keep your chickens nice and fed with the treats and all that whatnot, and yeah, trust me, they will love you if you give them some treats, especially in the dead of the winter. That's a 2-in-1 tip, man. That's 3 tips I've already gotten done already. Just 2 more to go. Oh, now this one will definitely save you a little bit. And this one is to keep the food and water outside. You want to know why? This can actually help you save in 2 ways. Food and shavings, because chances are you want some shavings on your chicken coop floor to catch your, you know, stuff. So basically, yeah, you want to make sure that the shavings aren't being wasted by food and water. I used to do this, and the difference is extreme. And you're like, oh, that's very sad. You don't want your animals eating. No, they can eat outside. Don't put the food inside. It helps save a little bit of money, and it's completely fine. Here's the thing with that. Just make sure they're not cooped up all day. And if it's a really cold day, then it's okay to put the feed and water in the coop. But all in all, if you want an easy way to make sure you're on top of your schedule, nice little automatic coop door might help you a little bit. Especially considering, oh, my rooster decided to make the most obnoxious sound when I tapped on that. I'm sorry, Mar. If you heard that, I'm sorry and you got a little bit annoyed. My rooster kind of sucks. He's not the greatest rooster. Either way, though, yeah, an automatic coop door helps you stay on top of a schedule and might even eliminate. All you have to do, make sure that the food and water help me a lot, especially since I do the chickens before I go to school, which starts at like 6:30. It's crazy early, but I still get the chickens done right beforehand, and it's a great... And it doesn't require so much time out of my day because they have an automatic coop door that I know for a fact will let them out at sunrise, which for me, I think is about 5:30. And finally, if you're building a chicken coop, or you're looking into building a new chicken coop, or you want to upgrade your chicken coop, make sure the supplies you're getting are the cheapest products that actually work. So make sure you do a little bit of digging into the products you're buying. So yeah, that also drives me into my next point. Thank you guys so much for 2,000 subscribers. I'm going to be releasing my 2,000 subscriber special sometime between the 18th and the 26th, so stay tuned. It's gonna be a nice video. It's about building the chicken coop. It's a little bit of funny content, humor, and all that whatnot. And also, if you made it this far in the video, comment the number 52 in the comments below. Just want to see how many people made it this far. So like and subscribe if you haven't already. Pretty sure at this point you've probably decided your opinion on this video, so yeah. Anyways, click the video on screen. It's a video from last year teaching you what materials you should put in your chicken coop. Anyways, I'm out. Subscribe.